Hello, everyone, and welcome to WebM Podcast. Today you're with me, Omer, the head of community of WebM, and the co-founder and CMO of WebM, Herzl.
Hi everyone, glad to be here with you guys.
Today we're gonna cover the pixel, the meaning of the pixel, how to use it, and how you can profit from it. Herzl, so what exactly is a pixel?
So let's break it down for a moment. When we say a pixel, we're talking about an HTML code that website owners or company owners implement on the back end of their website. Now, the idea of the pixel is to gather information about users' activity within your website. Meaning, if I'm a company, let's say I'm Nike, okay? So I implement a pixel that will save how many users visited my website, what did they do in the website, what products did they purchase, how much time did they spend on my website, and many other details about their users' activity. This is a pixel in general.
That's like a pixel for Web2.
Yes, this is what we know for Google, Facebook, Twitter, or any other company that offers you to implement a pixel to gather the information. One more thing that is important is the meaning of the why of a pixel. So companies implement pixels to gather information so later on they can use this information. They can advertise to the audience that, is collected by the pixel and do this kind of stuff, this kind of actions regarding advertising and marketing based on the pixel information that's being gathered.
Okay, so like the same thing is gonna be on the Web3, like the same information, because it has to be like decentralized, right?
So yeah, that's a great question. So on Web3, it's a thing, it's an issue. Pixels is an issue, collecting data is an issue. One of the flags, one of the core values of Web3 aims to be decentralization, aims to be data ownership, and aims to be privacy, meaning it's almost impossible or unethical to gather information on Web3 like we see happening in Web2. So the question that's being asked right now in the market is how data will be gathered in Web3, because we know data is a currency, it's inevitable to collect data. Without this, we're going back to the 90s, where we knew nothing and everything was random on the internet.
So how exactly people are going to implement the WebM pixel?
So just we threw a new phrase to the air right now, WebM pixel. Let's talk about it. So we recently launched a community airdrop, okay? And this community airdrop is all about our pixel. As some of you know, and if you don't know about it, I encourage you to go to our website and read all about our data network and the way that Web3M is revolutionizing everything data related on Web3. For this matter, the WebM pixel is our own pixel that we allow websites to implement exactly like they do on Web2. Okay, so it's the same pixel, it's an HTML code that gathers information that you can later on use and leverage for advertising and for personalization. Based on the data you have on users, you can personalize the experience for them. Now, the thing with the WebM pixel is the monetization, is the way we treat the whole ecosystem. So for us, the ecosystem is not WebM that profits on the one side and then everyone on the other side. We treat everyone that contribute to the network, to the ecosystem, as equal parts, meaning the website that implements the pixel and shares the data, shares the information with the network is part of the ecosystem and therefore is being rewarded for contributing this data. Basically, let's translate it into a simple language to simple people. If you're a website and you implement WebM pixel, you are going to monetize this traffic, this data.
So, but what's the difference between the pixel on the Web2 to the pixel on the Web3? Because if I have a Web3 website and people come and observe my website, I can basically download like a Google Pixel or so.
Yes, so a few main differences. Let's talk about the first one that I just mentioned is the monetization, is how this ecosystem is built in terms of monetization. Let's imagine two scenarios. A website that implements a Web2 pixel, let's say for example, Facebook pixel. So I'm a website, implemented Facebook pixel. Now my website starts sharing data with Facebook. They gather all the information and do whatever they want with it. Facebook saves all the information and sell all the information that I share with them to everyone that's willing to pay for this data. Now, who is profiting from those sales? Facebook and Facebook alone.
Why? But if I download the pixel, I can see the data as well.
Now, the thing with Web2 pixels that exist today, everyone by the way, is that they keep all the information encrypted, meaning you as the website don't know anything at all about the information that you share.
But what about the cookies, for example? It's the same thing, no? I gather information. Like if I want to see where my user, where they came from, like a location.
So let's divide it into two things. You get to use, let's talk about Google, for example. Let's talk about Google tag. Okay, so you implement not Facebook, let's talk about Google. So you implement Google tag on your website, same as Facebook pixel, only Facebook calls it tag. And then they give you this dashboard called Google Analytics that we all know, hopefully. And in Google Analytics, you can know general statistics, meaning how many people from your audience are from the US, or how many people have visited on your website yesterday, or how many people clicked this or that button on your website in a period of time that you choose. This is what we call partial information, meaning you cannot know about a specific user, you cannot know about his activities, and you don't have this information on your behalf, meaning you're not owning this information. Facebook and Google owns the information that you share, which is kind of an absurd if you think about it, because you share the information with them. They keep it. They get to do whatever they want with it. They monetize big time any type of information that you share. And then when you want to leverage this information, for example, for advertising, you need to go back and pay them to use this information. And even when you pay them for advertising, you ask for what you want to happen, and they say, don't worry, we get you covered, and do it on their side. Meaning if I want to advertise to my Bolivian audience or Brazilian audience, for example, I don't know who those people are. I only know that Facebook say, don't worry, we'll take it from here. We'll advertise to your Brazilian audience.
You don't really know if it's going to happen.
You don't know most of the stuff that you share with them. You know what I mean? So Web2 pixels give you very few information and like charge you to use this information for advertising when you want to leverage it eventually. Or if we're talking about Google, of course it's free, but then you see only part of the information. And when you want to advertise on Google, then you will have to pay for this information that you can only view for free. But to leverage this information will cost you money.
Okay, so the pixel on the Web3, as you mentioned, is basically open source to everyone. Like if I download the pixel, so whoever take the data, if it's WebM, for example, so I see the same data. WebM shares the same data with the user who downloaded the pixel.
Yes, so like the difference in Web3 and Pixel, in our Pixel, we're talking few key differences here. So first of all, as I told you, the first big benefit, which is really transparent and in front of everyone to see and hear and use, is that we are willing to reward the parties that shares this information. So if you're a website and going to implement Web and Pixel, first of all, no dependencies at all, you are going to get paid, to get rewarded every time someone will want to buy the information that you share for the sake of their advertising or the sake of their personalization that they want to do. Benefit number one for you. The second benefit is for the user end. So you share information as the website, you share information of your users. It's not your personal information, right? So you share information about your users, about your traffic. And we also promise inside this ecosystem that we're going to reward your users as well. So every time you share information about a specific user, and this information is being bought, being purchased on the other side, your user will be getting paid for it, will be getting rewarded with part of the deal, will be paid to the user for the information.
So how exactly do I get paid by downloading the pixel? Like how it's gonna look like? What's the flow?
So let's say something like this. You as a website you share the information after implementing the pixel, right? This is happening, everything happens automatically on the background of stuff. You don't need to do like actively anything. The user also only need to use the day-to-day websites and apps they use anyway. They don't have to do anything at all on this part of the flow, let's call it. Now, when things start to get interesting is when the other side, another company that wants to buy this information that you shared, pay for it. Okay, this happens thanks to the Web and Data Network. This is our marketplace. We manage it like we're the man in the middle. Okay, we're the middleman that gets the information that you share, that you sell, and then the other side willing to pay for the information. Now, this money gets into the pool of WebM and being distributed between WebM, which is the middleman that gets its share, the website, you as the website that contributed the data, and the last party, which is the user whom data is being sold. Now, how to claim this payment, how to claim these rewards? As a website, or even as the user, you will have a dashboard. You will have like a panel that you connect to on WebM. So everything is going to happen through WebM dashboard, WebM panel, WebM platform. So you connect with your wallet, identify as the website, and we also know that it is you according to the fingerprint that we know automatically about you. We'll talk about fingerprint and this technology on our next episode. And like we know it's you by your identification, and then you can claim, you can just click a button, show me what I earned, and that's it. You can claim the rewards. Now, the first round of claiming will take place on Q4, just so you know, everyone. This is the community airdrop, and to learn more about it, just go to airdrop.web3m.io. We'll share the link in the description of the podcast as well. And basically, from Q4 and on, you will be able to just log in as the website, see how much data you shared, how much money this translates to be, and claim these rewards. Also, as the user, you log in and you can claim the rewards that you deserve by your data being sold to whomever. You know.
So we just need to go on the website and
Yeah, basically it's going to be a dashboard that you just log in and claim your rewards. You can also see what data is being shared about you, what data of yours has been sold over the time and how much you earn from it. And that's it. You just go to log in, identify in like 2 short steps, and you will be able to see everything transparent on the blockchain and collect your rewards as well. Oh, wow. This is what Web3M Pixel is different than any other pixel. And of course, we have the transparency part, we have the privacy, and we have the security we'll talk about in the next episode, which is the ability to be transparent thanks to the blockchain, the privacy and the security that we provide to all of the data thanks to our technology called fingerprinting, and of course data ownership, which we just discussed, being the power of users and websites to control their data and to monetize, be part of the monetization of their data on Web3, unlike what's happening on Web2, which only one party, only the tech giant can monetize from our data today. We offer a new model. We offer a more fair and transparent model for everyone. This is what WebM do different.
Wow, that's amazing. So thank you very much for all the information. And of course, if someone has questions or concerns about the pixel itself or about the platform, feel more than welcome to come to our community, ask questions. I'm gonna be there, and we collecting the questions from our members and answer every single one of them. So don't be scared and just go there, ask questions, and we'll be there to answer any concerns you may have. Thank you very much, Herzl.
Thank you so much.